What's going on? It's Esteban hanging out at the 2013 Rock the Bells Festival with Bone Thugs and Harmony. What's going on with y'all, man?
Oh, man, we chilling, man. We blessed, man. We blessed, bro.
Yes, indeed.
I noticed coming into the gates, there was a ton of Eazy E t-shirts. I thought that was dope. You guys have the pleasure of introducing the virtual Eazy E. How did this whole thing come about?
I mean, basically, man, it's something that we've been wanting to do, but really didn't know what to think of or where the technology was at until we seen the Tupac one last year at Coachella. Yeah. And we immediately, you know, Rock the Bells was coming up like a month after that, a couple months after that, and we was like, well, man, we you know, Chang, we need to do this, man. We went to Gorilla Union and Chang and begged him, can we do it? He said, no, we couldn't do it last year, but from that, you know, I guess he went and studied up on the technology, and here we go, 2 years in a row, rocking the bells.
That's amazing. You know? Now, when it comes to like some legendary collaborations, nobody has the catalog that y'all have. I mean, b.i.g, Tupac, Eazy E, and stuff like that. So what do you think of this whole, you know, bringing back some of these artists in virtual form? What do you think about that?
I think it's very important for the newer artists to understand, real hip hop from where it really started, and the different levels and how it went through different changes in the game and who was what, when, and why. You know what I mean? So it's very important to give it to the new audience that's out there that might not know of an Eazy E or a b.i.g Smalls. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them don't. So to introduce that and let them see them in a form, you know what I'm saying, not the real form, but a form of just some type of form, is going to be a real blessing for hip hop. Period.
Now you got another dope collaboration that just came out, AP Ferg's album, Lord. How did that whole thing come about?
Well, Flesh and Bone and myself, we were able to connect with the ASAP crew, and we just came together out in New York, and we combined to do something. We did a few songs with the fellas, and it sounded real good, and it just, from there, everybody seemed to love it. So that's what's up. AP Ferg, ASAP Rock, y'all already know.
And it's ill the influence that you guys have had on, of course, the ASAP crew. Everybody in that crew is ASAP. Everybody here is Bone. But not only that, like, there's a very melodic movement in hip hop right now, and that we can directly relate to you guys and how you came out. So how does it feel to see your influence continue?
Man, it's a wonderful thing. You know, this is something we put down 20 years ago. You know, at first we didn't even we was just doing it just because it was our style and we loved doing music. We didn't know that it would have this impact, this bigger impact 20 years later. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, like, for us to still be here and still be like relevant, because these artists that's inspired by us is making us relevant. You know, it's a wonderful thing. You know, and that just proves, you know, to everybody that we the pure definition of longevity in music and how it should be done.
And timeless music at that. I can't wait for you guys to hit the stage and hear some of my favorite joints. But you just gave us a new joint, Everything 100. I know that you guys said that this is a single and you guys are focused on a single, but you know we want an album. So, like, what's going on? Is it a single only? What's up?
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. We just really want to see what the people are liking, as opposed to the stuff we have put out, and let them hear some of our sound now, sort of tease and test and see what they think about it. And we're getting such a good response that we definitely in the lab. We definitely have some things on the way for them. I don't want to let out the secret, but it's going to be something very, very nice. Crazy can attest to that. Some great guest appearances. You know, we got some anniversary records. It's just going to be a good thing. Good thing.
Basically having fun, man. You know, we've been in, like we said, we've been in the game 20 years. You know, we made like all kind of music, so we basically like just experimenting with our artistry and just seeing what we can do. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to be outside the box. You know what I'm saying? And just make good music and having fun with it.